Hello all and welcome to the very first edition of Morgyn's Celebrity Snatch Game. I'll lay out the rules. First of all, I will ask a question and then I will call on a queen's name and you will answer the question. And that's basically it. So let's introduce the celebrities. Oh, I recognize this wrinkly old face. That must be none other than Miss Crumplebottom. I don't like most of the girls on this panel. They're showing their wrists, their little strumpets. Yes, I am doing an impromptu PSA on PDA, Morgyn, because someone needs to say it. All of you young people, no one wants to go out and about and see you fornicating in public and holding hands. It is disgusting. Well, Mrs. Crumplebottom, it certainly seems like you would have an awful lot in common with Velveta Baggin. Are you implying that I'm old? I'm nowhere near as ancient as she is. I hate young people. I see them out and about having fun, and it pisses me off, especially when they're touching each other. It's disgusting. The secret to life is living plainly, is living a plain existence. That is the secret to success. Plain. Living plainly. And of course, who could forget the impeccable Kim Kardashian? Hey, Morgyn. It's been good. I mean, things are different now that technically have 2 moms. So, that's always different. What's a Kardashian? Why did you even invite one of them over here? Is there a Lucille in the building? I don't understand the question, and I won't respond to it. Well, Morgyn, first I poke 'em, then I blow 'em. I love all my children equally. I don't care for Job. Is it icy in here? No, it's downright frigid. Why, it's first enchanter, Madame de Fear herself, Miss Vivian. Morgyn, let me tell you, it is simply dreadful, being the only member of the Inquisition with good fashion taste. It is simply awful. First enchanter Vivian, aren't you a little bothered by the fact that you have to check in with the Templars every day? Oh, darling, I don't have to do anything. The only thing I have to do is simply get these nails checked out. I haven't had a good manicure in months. Oh. Madame Vivian, what would you tell people who don't want to play Dragon Age games? Well, I would simply tell them to do something better. Like play Morrowind or something. And is that baby Ariel? I believe it is. I'm not sure. Let me ask. Miss? Now, dear, please tell me who you are. My name's Baby Ariel, and apparently I'm very popular on YouTube. Oh, interesting. I've never heard of you. Well, I'm famous! Oh. Listen, Morgyn, no one cares who Bella Goth is. People do care about who Baby Ariel is, because I came with Get Famous, so clearly I'm famous, because I'm in the game. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more Baby Ariel content. Oh, it's Miss Bella Goth. Let's see what she's up to. Well, I was abducted by aliens a long time ago. And then I died and I was interned in Lunar Lakes. And now I live here, a miserable, shitty existence in Willow Creek. Would you say that your looks are to kill for? Well, they're certainly to die for, at any rate. Oh, and next to her, I believe it's the famous, or maybe infamous, Bella Goth. Bella, it's so good to see you after all these years. How have you been? Well, I always say, if you can't love yourself, find a man who can love you. Preferably one with lots of money in a big house. Morgyn, I started at the bottom of the Bachelor family, but then I met Mortimer Goth, got married, and here I am, one of the richest ladies in the world. Oh, because you fell in love. No, because he had money. If that's for Bella, she's not afraid to eat in front of me anymore. Listen, Morgyn, no one cares who Bella Goth is. People do care about who Baby Ariel is, because I came with Get Famous, so clearly I'm famous, because I'm in the game. You don't have to be talented to get into a Sims game. I'm evidence of that. Oh, and I recognize that caked on makeup, that scowl, and that Those blonde highlights, that's none other than Miss Nancy Landgraf. Nancy, how have you been tonight? Well, Morgan, I gotta tell you, it's not easy, raising a family with a neutered husband and a spoiled, rotten, fucking evil kid, and another kid whose name is redacted, who is a disappointment in general. So, yeah, box of wine a day does the body good. Well, Morgan, I just figured that I would buy up every property here in Oasis Springs and turn it into a fracking site. Well, you see, Morgan, we Landgrafs are a very matriarchal family. You see, the women on the family wear the testes. I'm not just a mob wife, bitch. I'm a straight-up lady pimp. Remember that. The next time I catch Jeffrey making eyes at Bella, there's gonna be one more plot in the Goth family cemetery. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, we have a returning veteran to the game, Miss Tila Tequila herself. I realize it's no longer 2006, dear, but how have you been? It's been a rough few years, hasn't it? Be sure to buy my new single, Born Again Ho, on iTunes. If I ever catch the Bella Goth or Tila Tequila sluts on my property, I will turn on the water sprinklers immediately and release the hounds. Dumb Dora is so dumb, she forgot her blank when she woke up this morning. Well, Morgan, even though I might be old-fashioned, I'm well aware of the sins of the modern world, so I wrote down mobile, brainwashing, heretical phone device. Well, Morgan, I just wrote down for my answer, momager. Morgan, I jotted down for an answer, loose seal. Well, Morgan, as you know, I'm no stranger to the workings of ice magic, so I just wrote down naked lady ice cubes. Well, Morgan, I just put The Sims 3 but less pudding face. Well, Morgan, I just said stripper, because I was once a stripper. Sulani is such a beautiful getaway. People often get away to go there and blank with one another. I jotted down another word I'm sure you're all very acquainted with. Fornication. No, I just wrote down marry basketball player. Well, my answer is go see a Star Wars. Well, Morgan, I just wrote down bring me the heart of Snow White. I just wrote down subscribe or else. Well, Morgan, I just said marry rich and die young. Forgetful Franny is so forgetful, she forgot her blank on the bus today. I wrote down Victrola, easily the best listening device ever made. I just wrote down fat ass. It reminds me of my au pair, my family heirloom necklace shaped like an elephant. Well, I was originally going to give it to Bella, but instead I gave it to Eliza because I didn't want to invite the comparison. Well, a lot of people rave about haute couture, but I just put down cold couture. Well, Morgan, I just put down buy my iTunes album. Well, Morgan, my answer is simply cock-tail dress. Well, Morgan, I just wrote disown him. And the government is everywhere watching. They're putting 5Gs in your water. They're just putting aliens and vaccines, injecting it into children. Well, that's it for the game. Well done, ladies. Well done. Everybody earns 1,000,000 internet points for the end of time. Just like what Drew Carey says on that show nobody remembers.